We're gonna do So this bike sucks in the rocks. So we'll see how it does. I haven't ridden this trail in a little bit. Thought that cactus was a horse. So I shined up my bike a little bit, make it pretty. And I got some on my seat, I guess. Because boy, my butt is slipping around. Never pretty, but I mean, the bike is pretty, the riding is not. But we get her done. So we got a fresh oil change on this beast. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's some big rocks. Let's try that again. Yeah, I think Kelly is maybe a little better at this stuff than I am. These forks do not have a plush initial hit. They're very firm. So they tend to bounce off these rocky rocks. Could be just me, I don't know. Yeah. Frickin' Kelly wants to show. Wants to show everybody how I screw up and that I'm not really a fast rider. So what I have to do is get way ahead of them. So when I mess up, he ain't there to see it. I don't think that's going to happen today, though. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this is a side hill still. And it's got some techie areas. Hence, it's got less traffic than less traffic than 11 Mile. Because most people just want to rip it up a little bit, I think. And that's what happens. See, my front tire will grab and then it pulls me over to one side. Because it's funny, that's really not even the technical areas. You know, and that's where I crash all the time, is on these washed out areas that grab my front tire. So I just got to learn how to deal with it. And the thing is, I don't know of any videos that really deal with that. So maybe if you're a trainer or somebody that like knows how to ride a motorcycle, you know, and shows other people, you know, how to actually ride with skill and stuff. Yeah, my butt is sliding all over this seat. Damn it. I guess I should just not sit down, huh? Did I mention I'm the same age as Kelly? So I'm an old fuck too? So yeah, that's why I gotta sit down. Alright, so here's the crossing, and this goes to the moto track out here, this road. Like, it's literally right there. And this is the end of Side Hill. And now, this right here would be Dead Cow. It goes down that way. And you can see nobody's ridden it. Oh. See, this thing just bounces all over the fucking place, this front end. He's a real handful. But it does great on the whoops. Oh, I'm gonna throw out my knee doing that shit. Yeah, I'm sure going faster and getting some momentum through there would help quite a bit. I mean, that's usually the answer to every dirt bike problem, is just go a little faster. That's why really the AA has got it easy. I mean, they ride so fast that it's just a piece of cake. The C-Class, now those are the dudes. They get the workouts. Because it is a lot harder to ride slow than it is to ride fast. Now, physically harder. So if you take my advice and you're like a low-level rider and you go, well, I'll just go balls out, make it nice and easy for myself, you might have a bad day. You might have a bad day. Because you really need the fundamentals. And that muscle memory and balance, and there's a lot of things you got to be good at to ride a dirt bike. Like, ask any rider who just starts out how easy it is to ride a dirt bike, and dude, they will tell you it ain't easy. Like the mental game alone, you know, just to you know, you tell people, hey man, you're riding tense, you gotta loosen up. But that's like telling somebody walking, you know, through a haunted house, hey man, you're a little tense, just loosen up and relax, you know, just enjoy the experience. Riding a dirt bike when you're not familiar with all the little nuances, the little slides, the slips, the jerks, the, you know, little twitches and all the stuff that dirt bikes do, you know, when you're on dirt. You know, if you're not used to that stuff, it freaks you the hell out, because crashing is painful. Crashing a cactus is even more painful. So, I'm going to beat Kelly up today. We ain't stopping. We're going to do the whole thing non-stop. We'll try anyways. Yeah, so I'm riding a little bit, like I don't have any padding on other than my knee pads and my helmet. And I'm wearing the frickin' tack gear, the TAKKs, and that is thin, flexible, breathable gear. So it feels like I'm riding in my underwear. And not in a good way. That, and I'm sliding all over on my seat. So but enough of complaining. Like I said in the other video, I cry a lot. Dude, it's beat up out here. It's no joke. Talk about trying to ride smooth. Even the easy line ain't easy no more. I mean, these pants are so thin. Kelly's probably going to get my panty lines and everything in the video. My Victoria's Secrets. Man, yeah, this is brutal. Do I go up the hard line or the right line?
I'm going straight.
Straight?
I'm going that one.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, I just don't want to crash in mid-hill. Like I said, I'm not good at that stuff. I'm just not. This stuff I'm better at, but it's still got those sharp, rocky edges that make this bike twitch all over the place. Now my KTM would probably be really good at this, but I ran over some wire and that punctured my tubeless tube. So now the back tire, I have mousse in there as well, but the back tire doesn't stay on the rim. So I got to get another tube, or like get some mousse inserts that are actually good mousses instead of everybody's worn out ones. All right, we see a big old divot in the hill already. Pardon me. Oh, he's scared. Probably just missed a shift or something. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think I sprayed the top of my seat, but the wind must have put some of that shiny shine on there. And woo! I never thought like a slippery seat was an issue before. But so right now we're on AB, and we're doing it clockwise. In case you were wondering. Yeah, I'm not riding the smoothest. So, I got some news for people who, my couple fans, one or two real fan guys that like my stuff that I put out. Anyways, I've got an exciting new project that I am really happy to announce. Really excited about this one. I'm going to take, I got a smoking deal on a rolling chassis. I bought the, if you're like a Craigslist browser like or a Facebook browser like I am, and maybe you've seen it. Anyways, it's a 2005 Suzuki RMZ rolling chassis that is in desperate need of a power plant. And being that I have a couple power plants, but the one I'm choosing to try and put in this frame is none other than the mighty DR200 4-stroke twin valve powerhouse of a motor that's going to bring new life to this once dominating motocross giant of a bike. Yeah, I cheated. Anyways, so that's going to be my new video project. I'm going to try to document everything and make a whole video of fabricating engine mounts and all that to put in DR200 motor into an RMX 450 frame. And a lot of people will be like, why would you do that? Why would you put like a CR500 motor or something cool, something with tons of power that will rip your hands off the bars? And the reason is I really like old air-cooled engines. And I don't care about the power that much. Like, honestly, watching this video right here, I highly doubt I'm using more than 20 horsepower at any given moment, which happens to be the ground thundering power of the mighty DR200 is a whopping 20 horsepower. So, do you need 60 horsepower or 50 horsepower or 40 horsepower? No, you don't need that. And would it be cool to have an electric start, 4-stroke, air-cooled, reliable? I mean, I shouldn't say, because the engine is seized, so I do need to put a new cylinder and probably piston and all that stuff in it. But let's not get hung up on the details. You know, this project is going to be pretty awesome, because the 2005 RMX wasn't known for its stellar reliability, but I think the chassis was pretty good on them. I never hear anybody complain about, the chassis, and I think Ricky Carmichael won a couple championships on it. Not that it's the same bike, but anyways. And the best thing of all is that it's yellow. I mean, can you get a DR200 in yellow? Yes, of course you can, but the thing is, Everyone complains about the suspension, and the shocks and all, like just everything about the frame is, and the forks are like spaghetti noodles. So why not take that amazing engine that won the 24-hour Ironman in California? Not thinking of didn't think of the racetrack name off the top of my head for some stupid reason. Anyway, super famous track. I should know the name. It's got the big hills and all that. Anyways, Gabe from Torture Test Magazine has kind of inspired me a little bit not to do the 24-hour. I mean, no way am I doing that. What am I trying to endo this thing? It would be another endo video for Kelly? That was dumb. Anyway, what you should do is just launch off of that thing, make it easy. You know, like Kelly's about to do. Easier said than done.
Alright, they're slowing down. My foot's trying to cramp again.
Oh, okay.
I made a couple of mistakes on those uphills, and I think that's what triggered it.
Good, good. I'm not the only one. Oh, you didn't crash?
No, I just got off my
Never
arm,
mind. Oh, no.
and so I ended up like having a dog paddle. Need to work this out. I want to get to it before it goes full cramp. And normally if I get it out before that, I won't have problems with the rest of the day. I'm just trying to stretch it out. Ain't as bad as that last time when we stopped after, you know, the dead cow part of it.
Yeah.
And I had to stay there forever. Stretch. See, you push me
Good.
right harder, which is good. 'Cause I was noticing, like in places I was catching back up to you. I figured that last one you stopped and waited.
Oh, I just wanted to see if you'd make it up that hill, no problem.
Oh yeah. All the hills, even the one where somebody cut a little out to the right, and the old one's the middle, or straight up.
To the left, you mean?
I went straight up the middle.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
I went up it.
All right.
It was not the fastest option.
No,
But I
definitely
got real
not.
slow when I caught those verticals at the top. But I was like, I can do it. So that's the key today, is keeping the bike upright. There was one I came up and I was on the edge of the rut, and my rear tire dropped in and it turned me sideways, so I had to kind of almost, you know, pretty much stop, straighten it out.
Yeah, I got to figure out how not to get caught up in those ruts and have my front tire determine where the bike goes instead of me.
What I've learned is I use the ruts as banks, like berms.
Yeah, I got to,
That's how I use them.
I don't know if it's a mental issue for me or what, but I keep climbing the edges of those ruts with this bike.
Oh, you're trying to climb out?
I don't know. I don't try to. It's just the bike does it.
Well, I know some tires are real bad about it.
Well, I don't know if this tire is.
Like the golden tires that I like, they love to climb ruts.
I think it's me, but
It could be. Are you sitting too far back when you're going up on them?
I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I was like, someone needs to teach me how to do that correctly.
Well, the big thing I try to do is I get a neutral balance on the bike, and I'm dipping the bike left and right to stay in the rut. That's how I do it. I just kind of let the bike float underneath me to try and go up them. That's the best way I've found. And then if I start losing traction, I'll lean a little further back. If the front starts coming up, I'll lean a little further forward. You know, just that balance. Come on, baby, let go. Look, this sucks. And the thing is that I'm taking CalMags. I'm hydrating like crazy.
I don't know what CalMag is.
Calcium, magnesium, and zinc pills.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just always refer to them as CalMags because that's how I first learned, of them. Everybody's, oh, get you some CalMags. I'm like, A what? But it works, so, well, this is telling me it's something different. This is obviously my riding style, or either that or my boots are just finally, at that point, they're worn out. Because I never had this problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this didn't start till last year. I started having cramp problems. So I don't know what's causing it. Like I said, I've done the hydration thing. I've done the CalRags. You know, I've tried to do everything that they say, oh, this will stop cramps. But nothing seems to do it. Matter of fact, I'm scared at night when I go to sleep because I'm afraid my foot's going to cramp in the middle of the night. I literally have to sleep. I sleep with the blankets tucked under my feet so I can push my toes into them and bend them backwards. Because when they hit me, they wake me up out of dead sleep like somebody just drove a 6-inch Bowie knife into my foot. So it's like, ah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what's causing them. I said I never had this problem my whole life, dude. The only time I ever had this problem was when I first got back into riding. I had some foot cramps. But then after I got, you know.
See, I'm thinking like when I ever get cramps, it's usually just at night. And I'm thinking it's when I eat a lot of tomatoes. So I don't know if that's related. Could be.
Do some more research then.
I don't know.
Because if there's something else that could be causing it, I need to find out what it is.
Yeah, because my brother made a bunch of tomato juice and it's awesome. And then I drink a bunch of it and I'll get cramps, and then I'll also get like a gout flare-up type thing.
That's really acidic.
Yeah.
I wonder if that has something to do with it.
So.
Yeah, I think I got it worked out. At least enough I probably can keep going. I hate stopping for this because we were moving.
Yeah, I was planning on not stopping the whole ride. Really pushing your...
I know. I'm down, brother. Just be prepared. I'm old, so.
I know. I know you're old. I was commenting earlier.
That you're pushing me. I really fucking do.
You're the same age as me, old.
Whew. Yeah.
Didn't mean to hit that big rock in the middle. That threw me off. See, I gotta keep my toes up. I'm constantly trying to keep my toes up because I'm freaking paranoid as all hell of breaking my leg again. That could be something to do with the ruts, but anyways, back to my cool, super cool project. I'm really looking forward. I think, so this is my reasoning. Number one, I have a DR200 motor. Granted, it needs work, but I have one. And I think it will fit in the frame. So most old 4-strokes are big, heavy, honking, monstrous, you know, tanks of a motor. So that's my logic on trying to get a smaller air-cooled 4-stroke like the DR200. So that, and you know, that 24 hours at Glen Helen, there we go, I remember the name now, Glen Helen, with Gabe from Torture Test Magazine, who's kind of a hero of mine. So I'd like to do the DR200 motor, you know, and just see how it works. And I just think that would be cool to have like a beginner bike that is completely chassis capable of being ridden by a AA Pro rider. You know, unlike, like granted, the TTR 125 challenge that we did proved that yes, you can be fast on a TTR 125, but it's a very, very small minority of people that can do that. And it's really, really sketchy. So it takes somebody, number one, that's not very intelligent, right? So they have to be highly skilled and not very intelligent. So Yohali fits that perfectly, like just perfect. So he's got like no fear, no like consequences, doesn't think about, you know, ragdolling himself up. None of that. Now granted, all dirt bike riders are stupid. It's just the level of stupidity, right? Because we all ignore all of the, you know, ragdoll up and, you know, helicopter ride scenarios. We don't think about that. You know, it's just not in our mindset. Number one, you don't have time. You know, ouch, ma. You know, you don't have time to think about painful things. You know, you just do it. So, and pain is temporary, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so to have a full-on race chassis, granted it's 2005, but honestly, really, is there that big of a difference between a 2025 and a 2005 for trail riding? No, I don't think so. Woohoo! All right. So I really think those engines are so fun, and I've said it before, like when I talked about the DRZ 250, you know, how much fun that bike was to ride. And I'm thinking, imagine, you know, maybe it won't be that fun, maybe the chassis will destroy it, I don't know, but we're gonna find out. And it's gonna be super fun, exciting, and I mean, no one that I know of has ever put a DR 200 motor into a 450 chassis. You know, please share if somebody has. But, and a lot of you can say, well, because it's really stupid, that's why nobody's done it. And that brings me back to my first point. All dirt bike riders are stupid. So it's going to be perfect.
Hey, Steve Thomas.
Hey, how's it going?
It's Todd Davis.
Oh, okay.
How you been?
Dude, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, you were there will be dust, and we were riding out. And you were taking pictures, I think.
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
There was a guy that looked exactly like you there.
Really? He must have been really handsome.
Hey, it's Todd Davis.
Hey, what's
And
up,
Eric
brother?
Tice, remember Eric?
How's it going? What's happening, guys?
Been a while.
No doubt.
How many in your group?
Just two.
Awesome.
A lot of people out here today riding, though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the staging area up here is packed. Probably, what, 10, 12 riders?
Yeah, at the staging area, something like that.
Yeah.
And we'll keep our eye out. We're gonna ride this little loop. This is.
I think they're all riding 11 mile.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, most of them. That's what they hit.
I don't think anybody's riding this stuff. It's pretty chewed up.
And then I was gonna stop by and say hi to Kelly, and then we're gonna bug you out.
Cool.
You guys have a good
to see
Thanksgiving?
ya.
Yeah?
Yeah, good Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. I went out. We rode.
Oh, nice.
We went out. Every year I've been holding a ride out at Wilmot on Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice. You guys still ride Wilmot, huh?
Yeah, just about a 25-mile loop.
Okay.
And it's something just about anybody can do.
Yeah.
Other than the monster whoops. But we had a guy out there this year on a KLX 140,
Wow.
and he did not hold us up.
Wow.
Yeah, he was tearing it up. He was good.
I've never seen anybody ride a play bike that hard in my life.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Steve, you still doing work on bikes?
Yeah.
Building motors?
Yeah.
4-stroke motors? All right, I might get your number from Dave.
Okay.
yeah. Him and me both do that.
Oh yeah, all right. KTM 250F?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got lots of experience with those.
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
Well, how many of you owned a couple, right?
Yeah.
And works on a lot of them for other
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll give you a call.
Okay.
I got one that was run very low on oil,
Oh,
locked up the cam, and it's just sitting in the corner of the shop, and I need to do something with it. I need to part it out, or fix the motor, to sell it, or do something. So I'll give you a call.
All right.
All right. Have a good ride, guys.
all right. Be safe, guys.
See you.
Be wary. There's some really chunky spots.
Yeah.
Really
Did you guys
chunky.
do this whole loop?
Don't worry about it. It's all smooth. Nothing to worry about at all.
The
You-
rain didn't do anything.
Didn't touch it. Smoothed everything out like butter.
Yeah.
Washes were smooth and nice.
Yeah, they're perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys.
So now I totally lost my train of thought. What I was talking about. I mean, motors. Granted, he's got a 350 motor. And I was in the back of my mind thinking maybe I can throw that in the RMZ. But I really like the idea, whoa, of the, oh, that was funny. I like the idea of putting a 200 motor in. Dude, I don't even know where I'm riding anymore. Is this? Oh yeah, I think we're still on. Yeah, we're on AB. So I like the idea of putting that 200 motor. Well, that's what happens when you're looking at your front fender. On the RMX 450 frame. I like that idea. I think that's going to be fun. I think it's something no one's ever done. And I think it's going to end up being a really fun bike that anyone can ride. tossing around the idea of maybe building it for my son. But I don't know. I mean, he can always ride it. He can always ride any of my bikes. But I think like that'll be a very unintimidating, good handling bike. You know, a DR 200 motor on a motocross chassis. And it'll be fun to weld a bunch of aluminum to fit that engine in that frame. I've never done fabricating into a, you know, to fit a frame or a dirt bike into a whatever, you know what I mean. So that would be fun to do. Holy cow. I don't even know, okay. Until they got lost, I was thinking of something else. See, my mind is all on that bike because I just picked it up. So I got a good smoking deal on it. I think I got a good deal. Now, granted, you know, I don't know how much 2005 forks are, but like cheap forks are $300. $300 for a cheap set of forks. So that bike's got forks, it's got a shock, it's got the frame, it's got all the plastics, it's got the brakes. It's beautiful. So, I mean, I'm sure you're just as excited as I am. You know, this is going to be just a phenomenal project. One that'll probably make me famous, and I don't want the fame, but it'll, like if you had a SEMA for bikes, that would probably be what you would do, is take that to a show like that. Maybe it'd be too nice to even ride, but I'm thinking it'll be a perfect bike for just anybody who wants to come ride with you. And like, be like, hey dude, then you can say, hey, I'm ripping on a 450, when in actuality it's a 200. But it's all good. And it'll be electric start, so a 2005 with electric start, 4-stroke, high capacity oil engine. I think it's pretty high capacity. So less oil changes. The only thing I'm worried about is I know that the valves tend to float on those bikes if you over rev them. So thinking about just throwing some heavier springs in. You know, just kind of like Gabe did to his race DR 200 that he won run that 24-hour race. Anyways, I thought that was freaking cool. And I also want to ride it. Because the one thing that sucks about those bikes that have those amazing beginner engines that are so friendly, so torquey and easy to ride, is they're not made for big guys. Every time I ride one of those bikes, my knees are hitting the handlebars. So this 450 frame will be full size, just like this bike right here. But it'll have that brilliant DR200 motor that everybody loves. The infamous DR200. Some say one of the greatest bikes ever made. So I'm just going to modify it a little bit and possibly make the greatest motorcycle on the planet Earth. So, I mean, I know everybody's just thinking, oh man, Steve, you got to get on this quick and get this done. I just want to see this bike so bad. And I feel ya, but you know, we gotta take it with the wallet, right? Like we can't be spending money we don't have on projects that are maybe like revolutionary. I mean, that's true that it could be a revolutionary bike, but we still got to take our time. And hopefully nobody takes my idea and runs with it, but I think I'm pretty good. So I was trying to keep the whole looking at that RMX frame thing under wraps because I didn't want somebody stealing my idea. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing.